Hello guys, welcome to another one of my videos about Newscool in Reaktor 5, the free, crazy creative living music program that I am massively hyped about. In this video we're going to be looking at something different compared to what we've done in the last video, and that is something about the grid size. I didn't really mention this before, but the grid that you have here is like the universe that your music is living on, and you can change the size of your planet, your universe, by holding your mouse in these X and Y fields and then dragging up and down. This will increase or decrease the universe in the different dimensions. Then you can draw, and as you can see now, we have a smaller grid, so we have a larger life, really, but it's just for the visuals. Right now I just had the music to continuously do its own thing, and it kind of got stuck in the life algorithm saying, if you look like this, you can't really change anymore. That's like a stable life. So now we have set it back to loop, and we're going to be looking at something else here called the length. The length is like how many steps does this life cycle have before it resets again, Armageddon style. We go back to what we have drawn once we reach the end of the length. So that is something you can fiddle around with to like really change how your sound works, as well how the life evolves on your planet, in your universe. And besides the length, you have an offset, and the offset really means how many steps into the evolution are we going to stop the music. So if we have it at 0, as I have, we're going to copy that which we have drawn onto the life board whenever it reaches the length. But if you set it to 2, we're actually going to move 2 life evolution steps into this and start there and then continue 8 steps forward. So these are things you can fiddle around with as well. If there is like a later part of your drawing that sounds really cool, you can just let it evolve mathematically and then start the music there. So we have the length, and we're just drawing something here that kind of moves. And the reason why I wanted to do this and have this smaller grid was to show you that just as Earth, our planet, is round or oval, this area here actually also kind of wraps around the border. So when we have a line here at the very end, at the very left side, and we have something in the middle that kind of moves to the right side, they end up interacting with each other because they meet on the other side, and life goes on there as well. So they can bounce around these borders and do different kind of things based on different settings, really, and based on when your loop ends. And so it's like really crazy, loads of stuff that you can fiddle around with here. Right now we have this life going on for a length of 8, and things bounce back and forth, and we have something that kind of like resembles a rhythm going on here. And while that is going on, I'm fiddling around down at the bottom of the screen. And why am I doing that? I'm doing that because a very important part of this puzzle is the small tiny colors you can see in the upper right grid where the music is alive. These are like zones in your world, and whenever something is on the yellow zone, it will play the yellow sound. Whenever it's on the green zone, it will play the green sound. So you cannot draw a drum, you cannot draw a percussion kind of hi-hat or anything, but you have these musical dots evolving and moving to different sounds, different places in the universe, so to say. And that is another really, really intensely amazing part of Newscool. It is that not only is this music evolving in terms of its size and where it is, but the places it is, how you can give that different sounds. So a blue sound will always sound like a blue sound, but the music could have been yellow like one tick before. And what you can do with each and every one of these colors is that you can change it, you can alter it, you can change the pitch of everything that is green or everything that is yellow, and you can distort it, you can make it deeper, you can give it a decay. And these are of course the options you're seeing down below here where I'm fiddling around. And you can turn off all the blue sounds. You can choose to play only the green sounds by what I'm doing right now, disabling or enabling them. And this is not something I'm gonna be talking a lot about here or what it does. It's just to like give you another piece of the puzzle, so to say, if you haven't been playing around with it and discovering this on your own, or perhaps you're crazy musically intelligent and you're like, wow, that's what this is, super cool, I'm gonna do this, and you sound like a noob. Yeah, I do, but I'm here to have fun and make crazy fun sounds that are unique, that I can use in my stuff, really. And I found this and I was so amazed by it that I wanted to share it with you, not as an educated musician, just as me. So yeah, I can say that all day, no problem. But anyway, guys, this here is another way for you to affect your living music realm. You can go in and change for every single sound a lot of different properties, but you can also go down here where I'm fiddling with the mouse now, down at the bottom. Okay, so I'm going up again, but that's besides the point. We're gonna go down there because you can change the sounds individually. You can choose to say, alright, so all the greens are gonna get a lot of decay and all the yellows are gonna get a completely different pitch. And now I'm like happy with how the different regions in my universe sound. But I want to pitch the entire universe a little bit, and that is what you can do with the knobs down below. You can actually affect all of the sounds at one time. So what you can do is you can fine-tune the individual sounds, or you can make them super unique, or whatever you want, and then you can choose to say, alright, for all the sounds I have enabled that are living in this world now, I want to pitch them all, or I want to give them even more decay, so everything that is going on in this musical universe right now is being dragged out even more sound-wise and stuff like that. Again, you probably need to be a crazy good musician to know, like, spot on how to use every one of these things if you want to be super pro. I fiddle with them and then I make something that I think sounds really cool and I can use it in my music. So I suggest, for those of you out there that are like completely hobby or just think it's pretty cool with this living kind of strange music, go in there, have fun, press on a button, turn it out, experiment with it, see how it works when you change the decay and the depth at the same time, or the pitch, like the frequency modulation, and just go in there and have a blast and learn by doing, and then make something really funny and cool. That is at least what I'm spending a decent amount of time on, because wow, I just really think this stuff here rocks like crazy. So last thing I wanted to just note here is that you can change the grid size live. So while your life is going on your planet, or whatever you want to be calling it, you can make the world larger. Boom. So right now stuff is going on down here and it's evolving, part of it is moving up here, then you can make the world larger and have two separate communities doing their things, different parts of the world. And so you can do a lot of stuff to use this as like a crazy live recording kind of thing, where you can, like what I'm doing now, I'm actually recording the sound not in the program but in my streaming program. So you can do loads of crazy stuff, and then you can take your WAV files and you can do silly stuff with them. But of course you can also record in here, and you can change it to a MIDI output and do even like more fine tuning with it if you're like a super music sniper. But anyway, guys, just a little bit of different stuff that I wanted to add in here. And I did tell you guys about the colors up there, and what I just twitched there is that when you pull in the X and Y knobs and the offset, you actually change where these different colors are located in your universe. So if you kind of want to have your blues another way where you can see life going, you can change the wrap and move the colors in a different way. The last thing that I'm looking at in this video here is just where you can select presets. So these are pre-tuned and pre-drawn sounds, and you just need to remember to hit the load button. There are loads of stuff in there, and I'm gonna be looking more into that in another video as well. Just wanted to share a little bit more. As always, guys, thank you very much for watching.